Welcome back to AF9 Deep Truth Files. They call me Ancient. Now, today we're going to be looking into CERN. You know, that fancy machine that they use to play with timelines and things like that. But, no worries, let me just jump into that video right now so we can kick it off.
Because they're messing with the For You page right now, I know that you probably will not see this video, so figured the best time to put it out. I really need to get a backup account so I can start putting this information out. One thing you have to understand about multiple timelines, no two timelines are the exact same. Meaning, one timeline, something might be happening. The second timeline, the same people might be there, but something is different. No two timelines are the exact same. If you want to know that there is a massive shift in timelines, if something pops up and you have that Mandela effect and it's collectively, that is one of the signs that there was a timeline shift. And I know everyone's been talking about CERN. Everyone's been talking about they opened a portal. You have to then start looking out for what is going on, what is different. Now, this is an example that I have not heard enough people talking about. When our current president was campaigning, we all saw that there was an attempt on his life. Remember, what did I say? If there is a shift, there will be differences. Now, I want you to think back to the day after that attempt. So if there was a timeline shift, that must have meant that something would change. The day after his attempt, there were 3 celebrities that mysteriously repassed. And including one of those celebrities now never wore headbands, even though people still have tapes, physical tapes in this reality of that person wearing a headband. All of a sudden, he never wore a headband. And we moved on from that quickly because we didn't have answers. But the thing is, no two timelines are ever going to look the same. And energetically surrounding that event, if you were tapped into the energies, you noticed that your days were off, including me losing an entire day the Friday before the event. I had to get a new calendar because an entire day was lost. And then after the event, multiple people were reaching out to me asking if something was wrong, if something was different. They felt like their days were off. See, I'm not going to say more than that because I posted other videos about this and it was taken down. The truth is always in our faces. However, we disregard it because it sounds too out there. It sounds too sci-fi. However, I have shown documents on here where they've talked about once we can harness a certain type of psychic powers, they can understand how to get or manufacture different realities, different timelines. And you mistake that as being a lie because you do not know people who do this in real life. This is why they don't want people tapped into their energies. They don't want people tapped into the actual energies, the EM frequencies that the earth naturally radiates. This is something that they have experimented on. I've talked about on this page. Honestly, they're probably going to take this video down. So if you see it, you see it.
Now, in that previous video, she mentioned a celebrity that was wearing a headband and it went missing. Now, if anyone can jog their memory back to this time, we remember this celebrity with the afro, wristbands, and a headband, and people even cosplay him as well. But now they're saying that no, he didn't wear anything, but people cosplay him. So what? Are these people paranoid or something, making stuff up? Take a look at this video.
5 reasons why you remember Richard Simmons wore a headband. You might remember the late great fitness instructor Richard Simmons having 3 things: afro, headband, sweating into the oldies. First reason why you may remember him wearing a headband: the costumes. Most costumes garner 3 things: an afro, a headband, short shorts. Number 2, the parodies. Over the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, Richard Simmons been parodied a lot, and most of them have short shorts, afro, and headband. Number 3, the look of the times. Especially in the 80s and 90s, most athletic instructors like Billy Blanks, Tony Little, Suzanne Summers with the thigh mask, they all garnered headbands in one of their videos. One way or another, they had a headband on. So why would Richard Simmons be any different? He was the king of fitness athletics. Leggings and high socks.
That's what always happens. Every time they play with that CERN machine, there's always some little things that we know about, like the population, we know about it, and then it's gone. And now you're questioning your sanity, like, yo, did I see that? Was that real? Even you could have pictures of it, like material stuff, and it's somehow altered, but your memory, your consciousness still holds the truth. And that's where the confusion happened. But I would say, what are you going to believe? The tangible object that's been manipulated, or your own consciousness? You know, the Akashic records that you have inside of you. It never forgets anything, nothing. Your first day coming out of your mom's womb, it remembers everything.
Red headbands. Number 4, his job literally was sweat. Yes, his job as a fitness instructor means that you sweat a lot. That was his job. His famous workout video is called Sweating Into the Oldie. Why would he not wear a headband? Number 5, the biggest of them all. Never see him with a headband. You mean to tell me that you never see this man with a headband? It's like if you work construction and you never wear a hard hat. If you don't wear hats, I guarantee if you don't wear hats, there's somewhere on Facebook, somewhere on Instagram, a picture of you just trying a hat out. The fact that this man has no evidence of a headband, I mean none, never ever have a headband on and you deal with sweat, I don't know. But those are my top 5 reasons why you may remember Richard Simmons having a headband. It's us.
Yeah. Check your memory. Check your memory bank if you remember that headband. I do.
Somebody said that they looked into the CERN machine and saw the future, and in the future, patriarchy, organized religion, colonialism, white supremacy collapsed, and they trying to fight that reality through mind control and fear, and like fear mongering people into thinking that we're still stuck in the systems and institutions of previous centuries. And that's why Kendrick Lamar said, turn this TV off. Not the TV, turn your phone off too, but wait until the end of the video. So I think that is crazy though, because at the end of the day, it's like Oedipus. Like there's no getting around fate. There's also no getting around retribution. The universe don't even play like that. Like you gotta get yours. So I don't even know why they think that they could play these games. It's just literally not gonna work. And I've been feeling a message of it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire. Like when I think about our current administration, when I think about all of the evil forces that
That's why it's gonna hurt them. It's gonna really hurt them because they're gonna get everything, their heart, mind, and whatever. If they've got a soul desire, everything that they desire, they will get, and it's gonna be stripped away. It's gonna backfire on them. So that's why they keep on looking to the past, present. They're doing all of this quantum shit just to see how can they stay in control. Narcissists they are. But one thing is for sure, I'm telling you with these people, they would rather burn everything down to ash, to cinder and ash before they hand it over. These people think on a different level. They're not going to be like, okay, our time is up, you can have it. No, they'd rather burn it down as if they built anything. Remember, they came and saw. And then they did all the manipulation, all the lies, the connivingness to put them where they are right now. One thing is for sure, you can call them a lot of things, but you can't call them lazy because these people, they keep their foot on the gas and they have been going hard, but they will not hand it over to you as how we hand it over to them. No, they rather burn everything down.
That be in our world right now that are really trying hard to maintain control. All I can think is every plan that they try to enforce and maintain control is going to backfire. Everything that they do that they think is going to keep them in control of people and allow them to make money and profit and exploit people, it's all going to backfire. It doesn't work. Your time is up. Them spells that your ancestors put on people, they're done. Like your time, you had your time. You had about half a millennia, if not a full millennia or 2 to do what y'all needed to do. You did it. Your time is up, babe. We've come full cycle. Next, like, hello.
I saw a video about a girl saying that TikTok silenced her because she was talking to black people about her ancestors. And then I saw a comment that said, oh, the 400 years is about to be up. Baby, the 400 years is up. From 619 to 1019. Yeah, you know the saying say 2019. No, they added 1,000 years to the calendar. And let me tell you why they did that. Because when your perception of time is off, you can't really track your history. You're confused. It's a part of the spell. It's part of the confusion. They added 1,000 years. That's why Juneteenth is so significant. It was 619 to 1019, not 2019. They added 1,000 years. That I, you better go look at it. The I that used to be on the front of the date, they turned it into a 1. Yeah, they basically made it seem like history is longer than it really is. The veil is lifting, and those seeded with ancient memory codes are starting to come back online. So now, as you can see, 1025, the veil is nearly transparent. You can see right through it. We ain't even going to talk about how CERN, they're trying to manipulate reality and fracture reality. CERN is their attempt of recreating the Tower of Babel. Yes, the Tower of Babel in the Bible, they're recreating it. They're trying to recreate it. It's not just technology, it's technological necromancy. They're trying to open unnatural portals and pull in technology and architecture from dead timelines, basically, in an attempt to reclaim control of a reality that they're already losing in. But because you're coming online, because you're awakening, because everybody is awakening, it's like the 100 monkey theory. It's happening, guys. Protect your energy, protect your frequency, keep moving forward.
Yes, keep moving forward. The 100 monkey theory, you need to look that up. Basically, it's like, I haven't much go into that right now. However, I'm going to drop a video on the 100 monkey theory so you can see how that actually works. Is that you don't have to be in direct contact with an individual for the frequency to actually to be on the same path and then to be on the same mission as well without actually communicating with each other. And that could potentially be back why in ancient times why you've got pyramids all over different parts of the world. But then they said, okay, if everyone was building pyramids at different parts of the world, they must have had communication with them. They could have and they could not at the same time, based on the 100 monkey theory. But no worries. Thank you for sticking around for one more video here from AF9 Deep Truth. Pfizer, call me Asian. Go and tell a friend to tell a friend. Share your thoughts down below. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm out of here. Now, peace.